Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, Freestyle Friday. Hi, King Jordan. What is cracking like? What is cracking like? What is cracking like?
You already know we back at it again, but we did leave, but we back at it again.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. You said it right.
Absolutely. Be here. We always gonna be here. It's Friday. We about to turn up. Let's get it popping today. Let's get it popping. The weekend is here. Let's have some fun. So let's go. Let's get it.
And it's crazy, guys, that we back again on Friday. I feel like we just left.
Time moving fast, yeah.
It is. I'm like, we Friday again? God, oh, we could never catch a break. But shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. It is Freestyle Friday. So let's go ahead. Let's get to it. Jordan, what's going on with hip-hop? What's happening in the hip-hop, big dude?
Let's talk about it. Let's get to it. So let's talk about Jadakiss. So Jadakiss, he was on podcast, Kamala Anthony's podcast, and they bring up the topic of with the Drake and the Kendrick Lamar situation, and how they not like us. How one of the biggest diss raps songs of all time with amount of momentum it had and Grammys and won there. And he was just telling rappers don't try to jump into the they like the us feel like, because this is a big song, and just really be original and everything, because when rappers see songs like it gets popular, like They Like Us, they used to try to copycat it and kind of make it similar and everything. And Jadakiss like, nah, if you're a real rapper, be original and do you. So without being said, go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Asked you to do the Super Bowl, and you in the middle of a beef. Do you do the diss track if it's a big joint?
I can't. My kind of diss tracks is, you know what I mean? That's another thing that's genius with Kendrick.
He made it catchy.
He made a single.
Yeah.
Drake did it with Meek.
Yeah.
Too.
And Common.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that. I know the one
back to back. Yeah, back to back with it.
But the one with Meek was like a fucking Billboard charting thing that never, me on coming up battling, I'm saying the most craziest shit that would never be a single. You know what I'm saying? But now they switched it, so which is, I think, is fire.
It's genius.
Drake did it a few times. Kendrick did it.
Yeah.
I think that shit is ill.
Yeah.
Even though one of them, I think Checkmate actually reached the Billboard, which I thought was crazy and weird. I don't know how the hell that even charted, but yeah, shit is different.
I mean, do you think it's safe for rappers to be rapping again? Like, it feels like for a while it was like you got to rap and sing and rap and this and like, yeah.
That's where we got to. It's all about balance.
Yeah.
I mean, some dudes can rap and sing.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes should just rap. Some dudes should do some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Play guitar.
Once we start
mix and matching.
Yeah, once we start making same thing, it's the same shit. Yeah. Some shit should stay for Friday. Don't put that over there with that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean it can't have its own lane, its own day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
right. And you have your own shine.
Yeah, and your own, all of that.
Having your knowledge.
Rap is for rapping. Start doing a bunch of everything else. It's getting away from the elements and
it just to
diminishing the culture.
It got just so homogenized, bro. It was like you had to be able to, no matter where you were from, it feels like you had to sound like every sort of region.
And you know what's crazy, bro?
Like
the
that
Kendrick shit was dope because he was like, yo, this is super West Coast.
Yeah,
and we're gonna keep it West Coast.
Kept
like
it over there.
Yeah.
Now, we don't need to hit 53 more. They not like us.
Right.
Just because that got them 5 Grammys, is Super Bowl, this, that. When you go to create, don't try to make that.
It's already happening though. I heard
Nah.
Bruno Mars and Sexy Red put a song out.
I don't
I
sound like
sound
they don't
like-
like us. Don't
Bro,
do
I'm
that.
telling. Did you
Nah.
hear it,
Yeah.
bro?
Is
It sounded like a knockoff Mustard record. I'm like, this is what's happening now. Like it don't.
The sound?
Yeah.
Or like
Nah, I'm not. I don't condone that. I'm not.
Here you go.
I don't think it
Yo,
sounds like that. I
But
think it's a
to
good
your
record.
point, yo, like back, like
But we do have a lot of people. Once one thing hits, everybody's calling the producer.
It's a
Let me get one
copycat
of
league,
those.
though.
Jump on that
yeah,
wave.
do that.
Copycat league.
let me get the whatever type beat. You know what I'm saying?
And the other ones never worked though. Look at
Young Jada gets asked to do the Super Bowl, and you in the
So yeah, so that was Jada Kiss basically saying, you know, a lot of people like the copycat, you know, sound, especially if the song is a big hit and everything. And he just say, hey, just keep it original, you know, and that's rapping. That's what rapping is all about. So go ahead, Ronnie. Do you agree with Jada Kiss about, you know, being original and really stop copying from other people's sound?
Yes, be original. That's what they used to do back in the days in the early 80s and the early 90s. Those guys was very original. That's why they was able to sell records. And remember, keep it at a time they were living in a time and age where there was not too much social media going on. There was bloggers, but it was not too much of that, and like in a heavy slate that it is today. So they was able to do everything organically. Now everybody trying to mimic everything that's going on. So, for example, if everybody see Drake is trending right now in the algorithm, everybody say, okay, I gotta be like Drake. This is why Kendrick Lamar is so different, because Kendrick Lamar is still keeping everything from his way when he first came into the industry. He never changed anything about himself. And that's why he continued to get Grammys. That's why he continued to be hot. So if rappers can study the way Kendrick Lamar does things, opportunity is a bliss. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts.
So for somebody who's been rapping for over 10 years, originality would trump everything. The reason why the game is stale is because it's a copycat league. Why would you want to try to remake a Kendrick Lamar era or a back-to-back or a Duppy freestyle or The Bridge Is Over, you know what I mean, or an Ether? Why would you even want to copy that? That wasn't meant for you to do that. It was only meant for them to do that at that period of time. And if people learn to stay original and do what they're supposed to do, it would get to that point where you want it to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, since we where we are here in the age of rapping, that, and there's a lot more rappers that we have ever before, that, people think it's easy, what, I can just take a sound from this part and then, I can, make an easy hook, and hopefully you'll get a hit, we get a bangers and everything, and which is not the case and everything. That's why for me, I struggle to hear to a lot of these new rappers because they all sound the same. They all sound the same. And I still listen to old school rap in the 90s, 2000s, and the late 2010s as well, because there was still some form of originality that these rappers used to use and everything. So right now it's barely you can find some rappers, unless you get off all stream and you try to find some local rappers that you like here. I know being in LA for 5 years, listen to some of these local rappers here in LA. There's some originality here and everything. And that's why one of the reasons, another reason I like LA, because you can find some original local rappers who are original, who don't sample things as well. So, but yeah, Jadakiss is 100% right. Jadakiss has been in the game for a long time. He know what's up. He's definitely from New York. Shout out to New York. And this be original. But the thing is the problem. There's a lot of rappers, they want to listen to the old grown folks, because if they once they start getting quick money, they think I know what to do. But the thing is, it's not about this, just getting the hits and get quick cash. It's about staying in the long run, build up your money, and then once you get done, you can invest into something else.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day. You like always. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to the Chaotic Clubhouse right now watching us on Instagram. Shout out to Little Lucci watching us right now on Instagram. And shout out to RCFL36 watching us right now on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to White High, the first one in the building on the YouTube world. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for watching in, for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to all the cloud watchers as well that's watching in as well. That being said, money. Jordan, what's going on with the money, Big Dog?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, when it comes to CBS News Money Watch, there seems to be some warning of economic uncertainty as Walmart stocks has tumbled after retail lowers sales outlook and everything. So, and the thing is like, people. I mean, if you look at an economy, people look at how people buy like at Walmart, Amazon, and big other companies if they if they're still buying, and I'm sorry, companies kind of look at that and see, if there's like if the basket size is lower and everything, or people not buying like they used to. For instance, like eggs are so high, so we might not see a lot of people buy eggs because this is since so expensive because of the bird flu and everything, and all sorts of things as well. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip from CBS News, and after that we'll chop it up.
This morning's Money Watch, new concerns that the economy might slip back this year because people are just not spending as much as they normally do. Walmart's yearly sales outlook was less than Wall Street expected, and that hurt the retail giant stock price, leading to a wider sell-off. Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady is with us at the table. Kelly, always good to see you. So what do these numbers say about what and how the consumer is doing?
So look, it doesn't mean a recession, but it does indicate that trouble may be coming. And the stock lost over 6.5%. This spooked investors yesterday. And you think about it, Walmart is considered a bellwether for the American consumer. And 90% of Americans live within 10 miles of a Walmart. They focus on low prices. They sell need-to-have items. They are the nation's largest grocer. If Walmart says, quote, we are in an uncertain time, that is a potential red flag. And then you zoom out, you couple this with the retail sales numbers that we got for January. Biggest drop we've seen in 2 years. And then the data that we're getting on how consumers feel about inflation, they think inflation is going to be about 4% within a year. And so Walmart's outlook reflects that potential pullback in spending.
So this is essentially looking forward, right? Because up until this point, Walmart sales have been strong because of the pandemic, because of the leverage that they have with manufacturers in providing low prices to their customers. They're saying that with the economic environment and what the president is suggesting with the trade war, that could be bad.
Exactly. And what I really thought was interesting is they highlighted that a lot of their growth is coming from consumers that make above $100,000. That's
not their core customer.
That is not their core customer. They said they're really tapping into a higher income customer. And in fact, in the third quarter of last year, 75% of the growth came from that group. That underscores that people of all income levels are looking for deals. They are struggling from that price pressure. But yes, it is potential pullback, inflation, and potential tariffs.
Yeah, wow. Fascinating report. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so there you have it. Looks like people, like I said, it's only the first month, the first year of 2025, and people, are kind of, seeing the struggles and not really trying to find deals, which hits the bank for their buck. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. Do you feel like there should be any worries about the economy since Walmart, people is not buying with it like they used to because how the economy's looking right now?
No, there's nothing to worry about. Like right now, everything, since we got a new administration team, so everything's gonna be pretty much the way it's supposed to be doing when it comes to the economy. Things are going to be unusual until the new administrative team, which is the Donald administrative team, find a strategy to bring the economy back into a steady route. Now, right now, everybody know the price of grocery is going high, especially when it comes to the current of eggs. We talked about it already. Everything is very expensive, so a lot of consumers are not buying as usual because they don't have the funds. So that's one thing Trump and his administration team right now is working on. Okay, what can we do to get consumers back spending again? And that's why you got to have someone that's in office that actually understand how the economy works. So this is nothing to panic. This is bound to happen. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
Listen, I think Ronnie, you said this one time. The way you see the economy's messing up is at the grocery store.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So if these big chain stores, and mind you, you could just clearly just go outside your house, walk and see what's going on. They're closing a bunch of Family Dollars.
Yeah.
Stores are being downsized. You feel what I'm trying to say? And if Walmart, and for them to say that we're attracting a higher pay. So if you telling me somebody that's making $100,000 at Walmart, we up Ish Creek right now. Simple mathematics, simple economics. If $100,000 person is shopping at Walmart, life is getting even tough for them. Doesn't matter what income bracket you is. So it go back to be self-aware, cut back on spending, invest a little more, start to dump your money to try to hedge inflation. We talk about this all the time. And people with lower socioeconomics are able to survive in these things because they've never had a lot of money. So they know when to save. We have to get back to when mama was hiding money under the mattress. And mama would say, oh, I'm not going to get that new microwave. I'm just going to get the old one fixed. We're going to have to get back to those tactics.
Nah, that's not a good idea, though. Put money in my hand.
I would say this about Hakeem. How about getting some used things like for Amazon? Amazon, they sell used things and a lot of other things sell for used things too. But anyways, we look at this and everything. This is how I look at it in this order. How I look at it, for my family, for my wife and my Zakia, my wife and Nina. So when I look at stuff like this, I'm like, okay, cool. I kind of look at, not look at Walmart, but look at other grocery stores that have deals as well. I mean, when you go in the mail, you always have ads about stores around your area about deals you can get in as well. It doesn't matter if it's conventional stuff or organic stuff. When I'm talking about foods and everything. So for me, I like to go around and shop like different grocery stores. I have a primary grocery store, but if I can get some type of meat a little bit cheaper or some fruits and vegetables a little bit cheaper, I would definitely do that. Hakeem said this too. There's a lot of places that's closing down. What does that mean? That means they're going to try to get rid of their inventory as much as they can. For instance, Macy's closing down 65 stores this year. This is Macy's that's literally right down the street from me. They're about to close down. So me, it's like, okay, cool. They got plenty of inventory when it comes to clothes, furniture, shoes, appliances, all that type of stuff. And I could get 50, 60% off. Instead of me looking at Amazon and, it might be, regular price, and I could go to Macy's, I get 50% off, 60% of what's on Amazon as well. So you just got to be smart of how you use your money, people. And the thing is, it's like, and just watch how a company move. Ronnie said it before, just watch how the grocery stores, how prices flips up and everything, because usually, grocery store, they do ad chains every, once a week or twice a week and everything. And if you could take a picture of the price or how it was this week from last week and say, okay, cool, this is up 10, 20 cents or 30 cents or 40 cents and everything. And you could gauge like, okay, cool, maybe I'll go to another store, maybe it'll be cheaper, the store I'm shopping at right now and everything. So shout out to him. He said Big Lots is closing as well in a few days. Yes, all the big lots, if you got a Big Lots in your area, they're closing their store. So what does that mean? They're emptying out their inventory. 40% off, 50% off, 60% off. So people, if you want to be smart, look at these companies that's closing down. So a lot of these big companies are closing down. If there's one close in your area, you got $100, $200 you could take and get some of the inventory at a cheaper rate. Grab it, because you would save money during the year that you thought you was going to buy something from another store like Amazon or something.
Go right ahead, King. You was going to say something before we head out.
So what I was going to say is this: that is a good tactic, but like particularly for me, I don't know. Like I've always shopped locally. You could save a lot of more money shopping locally. Shopping at the Spanish stores, they always have cheaper prices, and thrift stores. Historically, rich people shop at thrift stores. A lot of them don't get brand new clothes like that unless if it's a necessity. Old jackets, old shoes, you'll find a really good thing like that. We need to start going back to the ways where we do not need everything new. We do always need everything new. We lose money like that.
And I would say this, there was a big pop icon. He used to shop at the thrifty stores in his 20s, and he had it on video too. And that was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, like, sometimes when he was young, he used to go to thrift stores and see if he could get a bang for his buck.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'll raise my hand because I do it. That's the smartest way to save, because they have some good deals in thrift store, and then some people use reusable clothes and they take it to to the cleaners, and it's like brand new.
Listen,
Free game.
key thing, and I'm gonna end it like that. Shout outs to Jabari. Key thing, I'm gonna end this like this. Money should not be spent on clothes or shoes or suit. Like these things, you should not be spending an exuberant amount of money. You have to spend on health, investments, and shelter. This is where, when we notice people with affluence, that's where the most of they spend their money, and people without, where they don't. Look at most of the richest people, they all put their money in real estate or in investments. Why would somebody go buy a $20 million house? To hedge inflation, to do a 1030 tax exchange. You feel what I'm trying to say? That's where you save your money at.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss them when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Shay right now watching us on Instagram. Shout out to my nephew, Timothy, right now watching us on Instagram as well. Shout out to Hank in the basement, also coming through. And also shout out to Jabbar. That's also in the building. No Chaser. It's also in the building. Also, Mr. Muhammad, blessed be upon you. It's also in the building as well. Sports. Yes. Jordan, what's going on in the sports world?
Let's get to the sports show. Let's talk about boxing, female boxing instead. Let's talk about Carisha Shields. So remember, guys, she did box a couple weeks ago. Back at the whole time and she won. But here's some bad news that boxing has suspended her because she had marijuana in her system. And I do have a tweet from Carisha that she put out, and she said this isn't breaking news. And it's not a thinking face. It was marijuana. No PEDs. It's a temporary suspension until I go to trial for a very pending amount. She said I never smoked weed. On my soul, can nobody tarnish my image. It's a temporary suspension until I go to trial for this very small amount of marijuana. I'm not suspended from boxing. I'm not stripped of my titles. I'm just waiting. Also, I can't defend a lie. Do your research. So that was her from a tweet. So go ahead, I can play the clip. And after that, we'll chop it up.
Hey everyone, glad you're here for sports. Earlier this month, Flint's own Claressa Shields made history in her hometown, becoming the first boxer ever to be the undisputed world champion in 3 different weight divisions. Today, Reuters reported that the GOAT is suspended from fighting in Michigan and is under investigation after testing positive for marijuana. I called a representative from Shields' camp who said, quote, she's always prided herself on being clean and will continue to do so. On the social media platform X, Shields said, quote, it was marijuana, no PED. She also added, it's a temporary suspension till I go to trial for the very petite amount. I've never smoked weed, end quote. We'll continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as they become available. Well, now
so she is temporarily suspended. She said she never smoked weed. It doesn't mean that she ingested some type of edibles, which it is a marijuana that can be in your system and everything. So this is it's a temporary suspension. She's not stripped from the titles and anything, and it's in Michigan. It's not in any other state but in Michigan. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take about her being suspended for having marijuana in her system?
No, I'm sorry. So she took some edibles. That's what it's saying?
No, they said she never smoked weed, so she don't have to smoke weed. So maybe she took some edibles because if you have edibles, it could be in your system for a couple weeks. So
I don't think she touched weed. I think what happened was, excuse me, I think she was around people that smoke weed, quote unquote, probably papoose, and it's probably secondhand smoking. Even though, like right now, if you Hakeem, and I know y'all don't smoke, but I'm saying you, Jordan, Hakeem smoke, and I'm around you guys, and that secondhand smoke gonna get inside my system, especially weed. All you need to do is just smell it, and it automatically get in your system. So she might not even need to touch weed like physically, but that secondhand smoking will get you. So my best bet for her is to make sure she stay around those areas that people do smoke. So when she got a vet coming up, it won't hold it against her. Excuse me. All right, I can't.
Hey, but as an athlete, man, you got to protect the bag. I just think that she probably thought it wasn't nothing. She knew how that got in her system, B. Sammy said, yes, I was thinking that she was around. Yeah, I said the same thing because I think they found a real small amount in her system. When they can tell the levels of traces in there.
No, but look what Sugar Bum saying. She said, I knew Papoose will bring her down. I think that's what it is. It's Papoose. I agree with that. I think it is. He's the one smoking.
Listen,
Allegedly.
everybody gonna do what they do for love. She don't care about boxing. She wants to be with Papoose.
No, that's her money. That's her bag.
No. I don't listen. I support her crashing out. I support her loving Papoose.
I disagree. I can't agree with you on that. I cannot.
Listen,
I'm sorry, no.
You can have
I love my black woman. I love my black woman. I'm simping today.
Listen,
I know Kawafi's listening. I'm simping today.
I need some points to be deducted. Listen, listen. I'm telling you, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't got nobody to share with, that shit don't mean nothing. So I'm happy she was with Bay. Let your man blow that smoke in your face. Whew. Like, it ain't nothing, baby. You can always come back next year. She say she want to have a baby.
I mean, how old is? Well, first of all, how old is Carisha Shields?
I think 25.
25.
I think, but I could be wrong. But I think she's 25.
I think she's in her 30s.
Okay, let me double check.
You sure, Hakeem? She just probably look older. I think she's 25.
She is. No, she's 29. 29.
20. See, I was close. I knew it because she just look older because she boxed. That masculinity. But go ahead.
Yeah, so she's 29 years old. You know, she's been boxing ever since she was a teenager. Her movie. I mean, she had a documentary, but a movie made about her too that came out earlier this year. So shout out to her and everything. So she's in the state of Michigan. So it is legal, to have recreational, to smoke recreationally in Michigan and everything. So, and I'm not saying she have any brownies or edibles because she probably don't mess with that, but it could be secondhand smoker or anything like that. And the thing is, since it happened in Michigan and since it's kind of recreationally, it's not that bad. But it was in another state, it was in another state like New York or Florida or something else. And, it might be a possibility that they probably would suspend her and strip her titles. But her titles are still protected. It's only temporary. She just got to, tell Papoose, if you go smoke that, smoke it outside. Don't smoke in the house. If that's the case, because she's still been in her career, her legacy and everything, I mean, she has a light middleweight, a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and light heavyweight. So she's the best in the business. So, she's still making money. She's probably the number one boxer in the world. So I guess she's going to keep it. So, but I could eventually, when she gets in the 30s, probably her 33, 34, because the thing is, it's like, and if you look at female boxers, there's really no competition for her. She's the best of the best. I'm here the best. I mean, she's trying to fight Layla Haid, but Layla Haid, she's too old to fight. There was a time when Carisha was younger. She did want to fight Layla, and Layla, there was a rumor about that. But I kind of agree with you, Hakeem. Be with Papoose because in boxing, there's no competition for her, and I can see her retiring very early. That's just me.
Jordan Super Chat. Joe No Hurt, a blessing be upon you.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, shout out to Joe No Hurt followed Super Chat. He said, peace and blessings, my brothers. In the chat, we made it through another week healthy and safe. Appreciate you, Joe, as always.
Yeah, thank you for always support, contribute to the platform. Thank you so much. Sugar Bum says she's dumb. I think she's a fool that fall in love.
No. She's doing the right thing.
Fall in love. Yes.
She's doing the right thing. Sugar Mom, everybody wants to be with someone. She grew up rough. She finally found a man that loves and cares about her. I'm supportive.
Let me get a woman like Carisha Shields. I'm not gonna lie. I do the same thing. I do the same thing.
Hey.
Baby, let me carry your bag. Baby, let me carry your bag. You want me to roll your feet? You want me to tie your shoes? I do. I know Kawafi listening. That's why I'm talking this way, Ike. I know he's listening.
Hey, I know.
So I'm like, let me just tie your shoes. Let me oil your feet up. Cause she got the rough hand. Let me rough your hands up so it can be soft. Cause she got the rough.
Listen, a lot like Sugar Bum, you must don't know women. Women don't care about success, status, and all
Oh,
that. They want to.
why you got to say she don't know women? She gonna get on you.
No, she does it because she wants to be in love, and Carissa's doing the right thing. You finally found you a husband that was married, and now it's for you. Let him
Yeah,
smoke that weed.
but a husband that smoke weed like crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, Carissa, let him smoke that weed in the house. Help raise his kids.
What do you mean? Sugar, but how you know he's not lifting her up? That's cap. I believe he is. How you know he is lifting her up?
Yeah,
In the back, she probably not being motivated. He
Listen.
going up like, baby, you can do it. You know you can knock out. That's why she's the undisputed champion right now.
Hey, Sugar Bomb, she explained this a couple weeks ago after she won her fight. She said, hey, Papoose has been a main supporter of me. She said she never had something like that before.
And you know when he said amazing supporter, she talking about in the sexual aspect of it. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Good job, Papoose. Keep up the good work.
Sex is
So
on
look,
my
she got a question. She got a question before we move on. Go ahead. Sugar Bone got a question. You were a prize fighter and you smoke around her. You doing drugs around an accomplished woman. Well,
let me tell you something. You know?
In Michigan, it's recreational, so it's okay to smoke.
Listen.
Hey, Hank, you know you be rubbing your wife's feet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And listen. Sugar Bump. Papoose is the reason that her punches got harder. He was just at the ring the other day and she knocked that girl out. That was because of Papoose energy, his synergy. I'm happy that he's there. And I can't wait to see a little baby Clarissa Pap.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we go live each and every day. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. We got over 70 people watching us right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got Beautiful right now watching us on Instagram. We got Pat, Big Pat right now watching us on Instagram as well. Like we always say, shout out to the lovely Shiesty Mom that's also in the building. And also a new subscriber. I know he's not new, but he's new to over here. B. Sammy that's also in the building. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for being here. And also Albie Wody that's also in the building as well. Guys, like you always say, it's Freestyle Friday. Sit back and relax, have some fun, have a drink of water. We about to get ready to deep dive the different variety of topics. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's talk about the main topic. Y'all see, let's talk about Diddy. So one of Diddy's lawyer has bailed on him on the federal case and saying that he can't effectively rep him. So for more clarity, his name is Anthony Ricco. Sources said direct knowledge of the case tells Ricco and Diddy relationship or lack thereof became an issue. They said Ricco felt he was unable to establish or maintain the kind of relationship he needed to have with the client in order to effectively defend Diddy. It's still unclear why exactly Ricco didn't feel close to Diddy. Diddy's latest legal drama is on his own team less than 3 months before the federal trial begins. Anthony Ricco filed a motion this morning in the Southern District of New York Federal Court to withdraw as Diddy's counsel of him representing him. So that's all we have. This is from TMZ. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
His legal team is getting a little smaller. As the rap mogul's defense team prepares for his May trial on sex trafficking charges, his attorney Anthony Ricco respectfully but regrettably requested to be dismissed from his role, according to documents obtained by NBC News. Ricco, who is one of 6 attorneys on the case, requested in the February 21st filing to withdraw as representation because, quote, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, consistent with the ABA standards for criminal justice. The motion continues, quote, while I'm aware that the local rule requires that an application for withdrawal of counsel is supported and granted only upon a showing by affidavit or otherwise of satisfactory reasons for withdrawal, there are sufficient reasons related to the protections afforded by the attorney-client privilege for brevity in my application for withdrawal as counsel in this case. Ricco noted that there wouldn't be a lapse in representation since the rapper, who's been charged with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, to which he's pleaded not guilty, will continue to be represented by 5 other attorneys on record and will not delay court proceedings. Despite confirming that he and lead counsel Mark Agnifilo discussed this decision, Ricco did not expand further on his decision to withdraw from the case. E! News has reached out to Ricco and Combs' legal team for comment and has not heard back.
So yeah, so like she said, like his legal team is getting a little bit shorter. There's a few months left till his trial begins. So we don't know if Diddy's actually looking for somebody to looking for no lawyer to add to his team. But she just say that their relationship was, I guess the attorney felt like him and Diddy's relationship wasn't on good of the terms for him to represent him. So wow. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take of one of his attorneys leaving because the relationship wasn't that good that we thought it was?
Y'all won't believe me when I say this. Good move for Diddy. Cause you know why? I think Diddy has a plan that's going on. I think he want to create a whole new defense team. I think he saw that Jay-Z got acquitted for his one. His case got dropped from Jay-Z's lawyer Alex Shapiro. So I think Diddy probably might go and acquit him to acquire him to join his legal team. That's all he doing. He's doing a power move. So him leaving, he probably saw something within him like, hey, I don't think he's strong enough to handle this case. I need someone strong that's gonna make me come out victorious. This is a win for Diddy. I see Diddy's coming out in the summer, like I told you guys. And why High could agree with me as well. Free Diddy. Diddy's coming out, guys. Be on the lookout. He's coming out this summer. He got a team that he's about to whip up, and it's gonna be a powerful team. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your commentary.
I'm gonna have to second and agree with you with that. Free Diddy. I think that we still haven't seen no substantial evidence. I need to see what's going on. I think that this is, when you see things are moving and shaking around and lawyers start dropping out, some dudes are just they're probably not able to give him good counsel. So this is good. This is a win for him. So we'll hope to see what's the next play going to be.
Yeah, from Diddy's part, I don't think it's really the big deal. It kind of slices up something that you don't need, and and then you have the lawyers that that's gonna stick with you once the trial comes up and everything. Could he look for another lawyer before the trial comes? Absolutely, and we'll find out, we'll see and everything. So, but yeah, like I said, I don't think it's a big thing. If Diddy's gonna go down or anything. He just say, hey, just if you can't represent me, then just step down. That's what he really did and everything. So I still think he has a solid team against going to the feds, and I'm just eager to see how this is gonna go once the trial begins and everything. How legal team, how he's gonna build his case so order him to win and also lead. But this is a federal attorney we talk about now. So I can't wait till this come out, gentlemen, because we definitely gonna be on this right and heavy. So, but yeah, shut up. So yeah, so we'll just see if Diddy brings in another lawyer. If not, he'll just stick with the same lawyers that he has right now.
He should bring in another lawyer. You need a lawyer that's gonna be strong enough because remember, this is a Fed case, like Hakeem said. He's gonna be locked up for a very, very long time. Won't probably even see a light of day. So you need a powerful team that's gonna be able to pretty much conquer the U.S. government. That's pretty much who you're going against. You're going against the U.S. government. Not only that, but we also put a poll in the chat for you guys to engage with. Will Diddy lose the case now? Y'all guys let us know your thoughts. So 44% say yes. 56% says no. So a lot of people agree that Diddy will come out victorious on this one. He will not lose his trial. Shout out to Ashton, the creator of Shice Avenger. It's also in the building. Remember, guys, he go live right after us at 7:30 Eastern time. 8:30 Eastern time. Eastern time, 7:30 Central time. So guys, be on the lookout for him. So right after we're done, it's gonna lead you guys right over to the Shice Avenger, and make sure you go and show that brother some love. Wilding Out Wednesday was really Wilding Out Wednesday this past week. So, guys, you don't want to miss what's going to happen over there. So, that being said, go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, on to the next time. We got some sad news in the hip hop world. Notorious B.I.G. mother, Voletta Wallace, has passed away at the age of 72. She passed away in the state of Pennsylvania. It was revealed that she was in a hospital care, and her cause of death was due to natural causes. Um, Following her son passing in 1997, but Voletta Wallace, she just wanted at the time, well, since she was living, she always wanted to know, who took her son. She been, trying to fight for years and years and years. And here in Los Angeles, they made countless of documentaries of Notorious B.I.G. Of Biggie, of who killed Biggie, back in 1997, right after the hip hop, I forgot which awards it was, but yeah, rest in peace to Voletta Wallace. My bad. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take of the passing of the Notorious B.I.G.'s mother?
She could finally get to be with her son after all these years. She could finally rest. But it's sad to say she won't be able to see the Diddy trial. That's the crazy thing. If he's going to get acquitted or he's going to be found guilty. But it was a tremendous loss. She was a beautiful woman. She changed. We saw she worked so hard to make sure Biggie had the best life that was going for him. Even though we already know how his life turned out. At the end of the day, he died very young. But still, she was so adamant of him, and not only that, she was so adamant about him getting back the master from P Diddy that she was working very, very hard. I can't always ask you a question. Did she ever get the master back from P Diddy? No. So Diddy wouldn't let that up, huh? He wouldn't give that up for nothing.
Not only that, Diddy owns the masters, he owns half of Biggie's publishing up until this day. Up until this date.
No, go ahead. You can continue. Go ahead.
He makes upwards to $10 to $20 million per year from owning Biggie's publishing. And it's been over 20 years. Like when Biggie's kids, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this. I think his daughter tried to open up a store. She couldn't even use the whole name 100%. She had to get permission to use it.
Wow. So did she ever make money off of Biggie at all? Or no?
She did. She made money off some T-shirts and stuff, and I think they still get some. But also remember too, a lot of y'all don't remember this. When Biggie died, he was still legally married
to his first woman, to his first baby mama, right?
To Faith.
To Faith. To Faith. On Faith. You talking about Faith? Okay.
Yeah, to Faith. So Faith subsequently got majority of whatever assets or royalties he was getting. He was still legally married. So a lot of it came to him. And remember, he has a son with her. So it's sad. And sadly enough, the lady would never see justice because Biggie case is still unsolved.
Wow. Facts.
Yeah, absolutely, Hakeem. It's sad that she never knew what happened to her son. Same thing with Tupac's mother. Both their sons died a year apart, and they would never know what happened to their son and everything. Never got any royalties from Biggie's estate and everything. It's just very, very sad to see that it's been so long that you want to know what happened to your son, but you never get a chance to. But now you get to rest easy with your son, and and it's just really rest in peace to Voletta Wallace. And yeah, man, just shout out to her and her family, and condolences to family, friends. Okay, Nina, I'm done.
No, but I show you that's a realization of a real mother. I love it. I love it. Now she can really rest in peace. Beautiful soul. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Joshua. That's also in the building. Great to see you, big dog. And also a virtual 07 right now watching us on Instagram. Shout out to the 5 here right now watching us on Rumble. Shout out to those watching us on X, Twitch, Kick, Facebook. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, so get on to the next topic. Let's get our way to Los Angeles, and let's talk about the fire chief that LA Mayor Karen Bass have relieved her from duty, effective immediately today. So one of the reasons that Karen Bass had let go fire chief, it was claims that she sent 1,000 firefighters home the day of the devastation LA fires broke out despite citing budgeting as a factor in an intentional weak response to the tragedy. So the same day that the fires was going out in Pacific Palisades and also in the Altadena area, while it was the start of the fires, she had sent over 1,000 firefighters home that day. And that's why she got let go effective immediately. So don't take my word for it. Go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip from Mayor Karen Bass herself. And after that, we'll chop it up.
Of Los Angeles Public Safety and for the operations of the Los Angeles Fire Department, I just met with Chief Crowley and removed her as fire chief. I have appointed a 41-year veteran of the fire department, former Chief Deputy Ronald Villanueva, as interim fire chief. He is respected and ready to hit the ground running. So let me be clear. Our firefighters acted heroically during the Palisades fire, and they act heroically every single day. That is without question. Bringing new leadership to the fire department is what they and the people of Los Angeles deserve. As you know, I have called for a full investigation of everything leading up to January 7th. A necessary step to the investigation was the president of the Fire Commission telling Chief Crowley to do an after-action report on the fires. The fire chief refused. We all know that 1,000 firefighters that could have been on duty on the morning the fires broke were instead sent home on Chief Crowley's watch. These actions required her removal. While the department is in the experienced and expert hands of Chief Villanueva, my office will lead a national search, and I will speak directly with firefighters and Angelenos about what they want to see in the next fire chief. I will use a similar process as I did in searching for our police chief. The business of the fire department and the city will continue. Our heroic firefighters are on the job in our firehouses, engines, trucks, and ambulances. The recovery of the Palisades is months ahead of expectations. Los Angeles is moving forward on all fronts, and we will keep moving forward together. I'd now like to introduce the Chief of the Los Angeles Fire Department, Ronnie Villanueva.
Well, thank you, Madam Mayor. I am humbled by your confidence in me. I've spent 41 years at the Los Angeles City Fire Department, working alongside the finest fire professionals in the world. Leading them is an honor of a lifetime. I pledge to the mayor, our firefighters, and to the people of Los Angeles is that the Los Angeles City Fire Department will be prepared. The Los Angeles City Fire Department will respond, and the Los Angeles City Fire Department will keep you safe. And to all of firefighters, I want you to know, the love that I have for this department is the reason I'm coming back in this capacity. I watched last month as you were in the fiercest firefight in Los Angeles history, bravely battling the fires for days on end. I am grateful to work alongside all of you once again.
So there you have it. That was Mayor LA Mayor Karen Bass, and she did a hard-nosed investigation, and once she found that out, immediately she let the old fire chief go, and now she has a new fire chief. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take?
Now she want to do something now when it's actually too late, when the disaster already occurred. To me, she needs to be held accountable as well. She needs to resign, and also y'all governor as well in California needed to resign as well. They did a terrible job when it came to these wildfires, and now that not having enough people on the field to be able to tackle on these fires in a quickly and swiftly manner. It was so much things going on in Los Angeles that's not supposed to happen. It was a complete disaster. Oh man, sad to say, man. So many people's homes was lost. Thank God, no lives was lost. No lives was lost.
It was some lives lost,
but not that many. It could have been worse.
That's true.
So these people that they put into power, especially in California, they should understand the next election. They got to be very smart who they're gonna elect as their governor and as their mayor. Someone that's gonna be able to get the job done when situations like that occur. But let's see this make a difference. Go right ahead, King.
This is what you call in the professional world damage control. After the storm is cleared, now we need to find and hold people accountable. We need actionable results. We need to start pointing some fingers, and we need to see what we can do this to save face. Politically, her career shot. The fire chief, I don't know where she's going to get hired at. She's already plastered all over the world, all over the United States. You know what I mean, that she let down one of the biggest opportunities of her life to combat. So it's getting, you know what I mean? It's getting.
Yeah, man, the games have already begun. The games has already begun. So this is not over yet. There's gonna be some more stuff coming out about other things. Why, when it comes to the water situation and other things as well. But why, that day that once the fire started and everything, that we couldn't be in a rush of stopping everything, even though we did have a drought, it hasn't rained and anything. There's, like I said, there's more things that can happen and everything. So to me, I think Karen Bass, it was to me, it was a scapegoat thing, a top point thing. It was okay, you're the responsible one, so you're going to get fired immediately and everything. So like I said, there's going to be more stuff come for you guys that we're going to have for you guys when it comes to this fire situations, especially the water situation when it comes to these when we have like uh, uh, water areas we could pick up water and put in the fires. I definitely want to know about that. That's, to me, that's the number one thing. Even though the LA chief, she did a terrible job of sending over a thousand firefighters home and everything. Which, today it was very, very windy, and red flag warning mentioned it's possible that fires could come up and everything. And like I said, this was one of the biggest destruction of losses of homes and California history. So. But yeah, more stuff is gonna come in the way, and I can't wait to hear about this. Like I said, the water situation.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. We got close to 100 people watching us right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It means so much to us. Last topic on today's show, Jordan. Go right ahead.
Well, let's get into some Donald Trump type of topics. Let's talk about. There's two things I'm gonna talk about with Trump. So one of the things that Donald Trump did yesterday, he said he was going to reveal a new national garden of American heroes, would feature a lot of black icons such as Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and the late great Kobe Bryant. A lot of people was excited about that. Very, very excited from yesterday. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Black History Month celebration at the White House. Oh yeah. And hey, everybody here, Kash Patel has been confirmed as an FBI director. Who's ready for some heads to roll? Let's go! Kash, I know you got the receipts. Hold them mother suckers accountable. Show all delete. Yeah, that's right. Jamal. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's another one too, Hakeem. The one that Trump was talking. I'm sorry.
Women, if you watch the Olympics,
not that one.
Yeah, two.
The one on top of it. The top of the one I sent from X. That was the him go to the governor. I'm sorry. Yep, there it is.
Which one? This one right here?
Yep, that one. Yep.
No, this the one that
The executive.
All right, yeah. I couldn't even see that.
Executive order I signed last month, this new beautiful outdoor statue park. It's going to be a statue park. It's going to be unbelievable. We're picking the final sites now. It's between various states that want it very badly. We'll honor hundreds of our greatest Americans to ever live, including countless Black Americans, icons. The garden will predominantly feature incredible women like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, and Coretta Scott King. And I will showcase extraordinary. It will be something very extraordinary. It's going to be producing, we're going to produce some of the most beautiful works of art in the form of a statue from men like Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Jackie Robinson, what a great athlete that was, Martin Luther King Jr., Muhammad Ali, he's not a bad athlete. What do you think, Muhammad? Not too bad. And the late Kobe Bryant. People love Kobe Bryant. And we're going to save Tiger Woods for another time. That's all that I can. I'm sorry. During Black History Month, we pay tribute to these heroes and to so many others, but not simply because they're Black heroes, but also because they are truly American heroes who inspire all of us, very much so. The executive order I signed last month, this new...
Yeah, so a lot of people was hype about it, especially the Black people that was in the White House. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take about Trump is going to build a garden of the heroes for majority, Black heroes?
No, but I think that's good, and I think he should have added some more people onto the list when it came to Black history. Well, when it came to Black heroes, another one like Malcolm X, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a lot of people that made an impact into the United States, into the Black history. So it's gonna be a good monument. A lot of people disagree on certain people he selected. However, he those are things that his team came up with, and they see like, okay, these are the people that people talk about the most. Everybody love to talk about Kobe Bryant. Everybody love to talk about Harriet Tubman, especially Martin Luther King, because he made a very impactful statement during his time while he was on this earth. So I get it. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
Y'all fellas know me. I'm not too big on symbolism. And what? Yeah. So I'm not too big on symbolism. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is a waste of time. I hate that we glorify symbolism, statues, pieces of papers, all this stuff doesn't mean nothing. Give us economics. And why I say reparations were better for American Blacks. We don't need how many more statues do we need? How many more icons or symbolisms when your kid still stays in the projects and you still
Black people reparation is public housing, food stamps.
No.
That's our reparation. I don't know why people haven't gotten that yet.
No. Listen, we still suffer from redlining. We still are not able to get loans as quick as everybody else. There's so many things that he could level the playing field to make
today. But Hakeem, today even the government is taking care of the Black woman. It's a majority of the time Black men not even doing their job. So that's their reparation. That's the Black people reparation.
No. I don't support it. I think it's a frivolous idea. I think this is a waste of our time. If you're not giving us 40 acres and a mule, I don't need no statue.
The 40 acre and a mule is the public housing.
No, man, we don't own nothing. I don't need no statues of no old figures. I care about a statue of Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. Give me money. Give me land. Give me opportunity to build factories. Let me learn weapons manufacturing. Let me have a farm of hogs. I care about no statue. I got just the same thing with Tariq Nasheed and he building that building. That's not doing nothing. I don't even care about history no more. History hasn't done nothing to us. I'm tired of theorizing. I'm ready to build.
Well, then why you smile after the fact?
I'm with you. I can't cut the check. I'm waiting for him to cut the check.
Cut the check.
I mean, I don't want like Garden Unit. That's very nice and everything, but but we have the African American Museum for that. I mean, it's okay, and so what? You know, I mean, it sounds good. Why? It's Black History Month. You know, if I could do this, make a garden of all the great Black people that did that. Okay, we know the great people that did that. We understand that. When it comes to statues and everything, I'm okay when it comes to sports like basketball, NFL, all that type of things. If if you have like a Hall of Famer and everything, you build a statue. Okay, cool. It's like a memory of you've seen this player play and everything. But when it comes to American heroes and everything, cool. We got that under the book. We see their faces and everything. But when it comes to us as Black people, we want you to cut the check. I don't care if it's down. I don't care if it's a Democrat, Republican. We ask for it covering the check so we can do better as Black people. That's all. Simple as that.
Go right ahead, Joey. So you got one more before we head them down here.
So adding on to the Donald Trump topic, Trump earlier today was getting at a heated exchange against the governor of Maine, and and it was really talk about transgender athletes and everything, and it's a female governor. Him and Trump was going at it, and the governor was thinking about taking Donald Trump to court about these people transgenders taking it to court when it comes to these transgender athletes, and Donald Trump to say, hey, I'm shutting it down. It's like, if you want to take me to court, fine. It's gonna be easy win and everything. And it got some people talking when it comes to Donald Trump and the governor. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip that you did play, and then after that we'll chop it up.
The women, if you watch the Olympics, you had two transitioned people that were fighting in the women's boxing. They have women's boxing category. And if you saw that, it was brutal. What happened to the Italian woman was a really good boxer. After one punch, she said, no more. I've never been hit. It was a left. It was not even it was just a left jab. She got hit so hard, she said, I can't do it. They forced her to go out. No, go out again. You'll do it. Goes out again, gets hit again. No, that's it. She didn't want to die, and it's crazy. But the NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. I mean. The women, if you watch the Olympics, you had two transitioned people that were fighting.
I can't go to the power of this man.
That's what I had to talk about. I thought it was funny, hilarious. But go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take?
Wow, the power of this man. If you understand the power that this man is demonstrating, it is crazy. It is crazy. No, but on a serious note, Chaos Culture Radio, we don't discriminate against trans people. To me, it's your own. We talked about it before. It's your own preference, whoever you want to become. That's on you. At the end of the day, it's a problem when you're trying to infiltrate yourself into a sport where women already complain about that they don't have enough sport for them. Man, we dominate a lot of sport. For you to go over there to the women's side to try to dominate their sporting event, I have a problem with that. And I think a lot of people have a problem with that. I don't understand why the governor of Maine, Janet Mills, has a problem with that. It doesn't make any sense. Come on. Trans should have their own personal sporting event. They should have their own sport. Their own sport. That's how it should be. They have their own disabled sporting event. They should do the same thing for trans people. Have your own thing, but don't try to infiltrate yourself into something that's already having an issue with of them having their own. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
I'm gonna skip this one. I don't feel safe to speak my mind.
That's fine. That's fine. Personally, for me, it's just go about Trump. How I'm really with Rod. I'm just go about how Trump uses his power when it comes to situations like this and everything. So, when it comes to Donald Trump, once he got into office, he said, he's going to kind of separate the transgender from playing the women's sports back to the men's sports, and also not them going to the military as well, and not going to the power. And it just kind of shows you that how. Um, has Trump said, "Hey, I'm gonna do stuff, and I stand strong on this 1,000%. You want to take it to court? That's fine. I'm gonna win and everything." So, like I said, I like the trans community. They've been good to me. I've met some great people here in LA. It's a very very small population here in LA, but I've seen some. They're really cool people. But but like I said, going back to Trump, he's showing like when something that he believe in, he's not backing down. I don't care if you're a mayor, governor, whatever. This is what I believe in. I said 10 toes down on it.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to White High. That was the first one in the building. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for being here. Shout out to Shiesty Ashton, the creator of Shiesty Adventure, who will be going live right after us at 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. Shout out to Abby Woolley that was also in the building. Shout out to B Sammy, a new subscriber. I know who he is, but he's a new subscriber over here. Shout out for him for being in the building. Shout out to Joshua, who was also in the building. Thank you so much, Joshua, for being here. Shout out to Hink in the basement that was also here in the building. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hink in the basement. He also do great commentary when it comes to sports. I was over there. We did a panel when it was on football season, and I know we're gonna do it again when football season occur once again. Shout out to the lovely Sugar Bum that was also in the building. Thank you so much for being here. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Joe No Hurt Him, the sponsor of today's show. Today's show. Thank you so much, Joe No Hurt Him, for coming through, showing us the love and support like you always do. Thank you so much, Big Dog. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad. Blessings be upon you. Thank you so much for being here. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Jabbar. It's always good to see Jabbar. Jabbar been working like crazy. So when I see him in the building, it's always a blessing to see him. Shout out to you, my brother. You know we love you over here. You've always been a true supporter of KI Culture Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to close to 100 people right now watching us in the cloud. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate you guys. Shout out to those watching us on Instagram as well. Shay, Patrick, my nephew Timothy, all you guys watching us, Beauty, all you guys watching us on Virtual True. Thank you guys so much. C, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to those watching us that are watching us on X, Rumble, Kick, Twitch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Pretty soon we will going to be on TikTok. So guys, be on the lookout for that. Pretty soon we will be on TikTok. Make sure you go to KI Culture Radio description in the description where you can find the KI Culture Radio store. It's also pinned on top of the chat where you find a KI Culture Radio t-shirt, the KI Culture Radio hat, and also the KI Culture Radio coffee mug. Guys, also make sure you go to KI Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab where you can find important information, what's going on within the podcast, and also Hakeem's book, Black Love, and also his new album that's about to get ready to drop March 14th. However, we will be doing a listening party March 12th, so we want you guys to be here, enjoy it as we deep dive Hakeem's album, have a good conversation with him, interview Hakeem, which is going to be really, really dope. You guys do not want to miss this. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. We over and out.